this session will be focused on how to enter grades in Blackboard courses. I will access my Blackboard account as an instructor. I will select the course where I need to do the grading for. Okay, for grading in Blackboard, you have two ways to do grading. The first way is to create an assignment or a test or a discussion board where upon submission, you will do the grading, or you can go directly to the grade book and create a new item and assign the grades immediately without any submission through Blackboard. First of all, we will start by grading when we have a specific item created in Blackboard. For example, I have an assignment or I have a test. I will start by assignment 1. Whenever I create assignment in Blackboard, automatically I will have an item created in the grade book. So whenever you access the assignment, you will notice that there is a tab for submissions next to the content and settings. Submission tab, it lists all the students enrolled in your course, and in case there is a submission done by a specific student, you will see the status, student status is submitted, whereas I have another student, her student status no submission. So in this assignment, I have one submission. I will click on this submission to grade it. I will be directed to this page where I can see the name of the student and the place where I can put the grade and the content of the submission here. In this case, I just type, this is my submission as a text. So after I finalize the grading or the checking of the assessment, I just click on the grade here on this circle, and I'll put the grade for the student. For example, it's 30. Then I'll put the cursor anywhere else until I see this green icon, which means that the grade is posted for the student. If I have multiple students, I will see the list of student submission listed under here, this area in the left-hand side. But in this particular submission, I only have one student because I don't have a huge number of students enrolled in my dummy course. When I'm done with this submission, I will click on the X button in the left side corner, and you will see that the grade is posted for this student. There are one thing in Blackboard grading. In case you want to post the grade for one student, you just click on post button. Or if you want to post all grades for all students, you just click on the button at the top, post all grades. What's the difference? When you put the grade, you assign the grade to a student, it's assigned to her as a grade, but however, there is an option that Blackboard provided to instructors is to enter all the grades, and then after that, you can post all grades to student. Before posting, you can assign the grade to multiple students, but student will not be able to see the grade. Whenever you click on post, all students will see the assigned grades to them. Now I have seen how we can just post and assign grade to a particular submission and assignment. I will close this assignment. I will go to the test. The same thing, I will see that there is a new tab created. It's called submission. I will go to the submission. I will see that I have already graded this submissions, but you will see the same concept, the submitted status and the no submission status. I will click on submitted. I will see that this is the test. In case you have an essay question, the grade will not be appearing. I will create a test now with you and I'll show you how you can grade it. But this is just a sample to see how, like, if you have a test, any fill in the blank or multiple choice or true and false will be automatically graded from Blackboard. The only remaining part is the essay or the short answer questions. So grading technique will be similar to assignments. The only difference is that in test assessment, you are using questions that can be automatically graded from Blackboard. I will go back now. I will create a test with you and I will show you how we can see the auto-graded submissions and how we can see the links that I have to add grade to it, like essay questions. I will go to create. I will click on test. I will say testing session. I'm creating a normal test now. I will add some questions, an essay. I will create another test question. True and false. Okay, now what I will do is that I will make it visible. I will go back now. Now, if I created a test and I want to see how this test is appeared to students once it's visible to them, after I create it, I can have the student preview where it helped me to see how students exactly view the test. But this option will be available whenever the assignment or the test is visible to students. So now, assuming that I have a test that's generated, I will click on the test. I will play the role of a student right now. I will start the attempt. I will type anything. I will put true, and I will submit the assignment. I'm going so fast in this practice because we have already had a session earlier regarding the creation of the test. But if you have any question after the session, I can answer you. It's fine. Now, after I'm done with doing the test, I will click on exit. Whenever I exit, I have two options, the save or discard. The save, it means the submission will be saved on behalf of me as a student. Discard, it means none of the changes will be saved whenever you discard. So I want to save because I want to see the submission and I want to grade it as well. So whenever I click on testing session now as an instructor, I will see immediately the submission turns to be 1. I will click on submission. Now, whenever you access the test preview as a student, the name will be your username in Blackboard _preview user. This is like how to differentiate your user account as a student from the rest of students' IDs and names. Now, I have submitted this attempt. I will click over this attempt. This is how the test will appear for you without grading. The essay part, it has the student answer, but it did not include any auto-graded in the scoring place. While for the true and false, it's automatically graded and it's written next to the true and false, it's auto-graded. So my part now to check the essay, after I do my assessment, I will click either on the test here to give her the 10, or I can play on the overall grading. But now my grades are posted already. I will check how I can make sure that it's posted for all students. It's written here, the final grade is posted. I will go back to make sure that it's posted from the post status in the grade section. So here, once it's written, it's posted, it means it's automatically posted. However, once it says that there is a button you need to post, it determines that your posting will consider according to your manual pressing on the button. Now it's posted automatically. So now we have seen how we can do grading from the content under a specific test or assignment. The other way to do the grading is to go directly to the gradebook tab from the top. You will see the list of items created automatically. For example, I have an assignment, I have a test, and I have a discussion board. All of these items were automatically generated from the content area. And as a reflection, since it requires auto-submission from student or online submission, it will automatically create a column or an item in the gradebook. So if I access, for example, assignment number 1, I will see the list of students, which is the same. It will take me to the same page where I used to submit to see the submissions of the students. So it's the same page, the same way of doing the submission. Okay, now assume that you are having a submission, a hard copy submission, or you want to insert grades for students where there is no submission through Blackboard. How you can create an item in the gradebook in Blackboard course. Easily, you can go to the gradebook directly. Then you click on the plus sign anywhere you want to create this item. You click on the plus sign, you add an item. When you click on item, you just need to specify the name of this item that will reflect the grading that you will insert. So for example, I'll type attendance. I will make it visible to student. I don't have a due date, so I will remove the due date. I will put the grade out of 10, for example. I may choose a category related to this attendance. It could be test, assignment, discussion, or anything else. For now, I'll leave it as assignment. I will click on save. Now I will notice that attendance has been created as an item. Whenever I press on it, I will see a different view from the assessment, test, and assignment grading. Why? Because here I don't have to see any submission for the student. I'm just required to see the student name, and next to her name, I need to put the attendance grade. In case you have a feedback, under the feedback section, you can click on the link and give the feedback to the student. I will click on save. Now you will notice that here it requires me to post the grade either student by student or all grades. So I will click on post all grades. It will say that if you want to make sure to post, then it will post for all grades attempted. I will click on post. Now grades are posted, so it will be reflected to student page. Okay, so this session today is focusing only on grading the items either through Blackboard or through external submission, but just inserting the grade in Blackboard. I will show you now how we can go to discussion board in case you have created any discussion where students, they reply to each other and you want to grade their submissions. I will click on the submission, the discussion, sorry. And then I will go to grades and participation. I will see the same thing. There is one student, she has made an entry in the discussion, so she's active. This is the student's submission or her activity or her reply to the discussion topic. I will see the discussion and then I will evaluate her on the grade section area here. We'll give her 100. Then she will be graded. I will go back and I will click on post grade since I just graded this student. I will say post grade and the grade will be posted to this student. So in today's session, we just focus on the main grading way to grade student work materials or attendance, participation. You can add presentation or any other stuff related to the grading.